Alright, what is up, you guys? Hello, hello. Welcome to our very first Train with Chelsey video of 2022, and really pretty much ever. Today I'm going to take you guys through day one of my new 4-phase plan. So phase 1 just launched this week, and it is an 8-week plan, and it is designed for beginners or anyone new to strength training or anyone that feels like they haven't done strength training in a really long time. This plan is designed for you. So today we're going to tackle day 1. I'm going to take you guys through every single exercise and give you guys some tips on how to do the exercise correctly, how to feel them, where to feel them, and how to breathe, everything. We're going to go through all of it. What you will need for today's workout, you're going to need a set of light dumbbells, at least one heavy dumbbell, at least a booty band. I sell booty bands that are very, very strong resistance. So if you don't have a super strong resistance booty band, definitely check those out. They're amazing because they don't lose their resistance. I hate the flimsy rubber ones, because I feel like for what I want them to do, they don't really do what I need them to do. So, but I get it. If you only have the flimsy rubber ones, try to stack them up so you can use like a light one with the heaviest one to get even more resistance, because we want a bunch. Okay, so a set of light dumbbells, one heavy dumbbell, your booty band, and either a bench, a stability ball, or a couch. So you can technically do this at home. I will tell you guys what weights I'm using. I'm feeling a little under the weather, and I haven't worked out that much in the last 2 weeks because of the holidays. So let's talk about the setup of the program really quickly. So there's going to be Circuit 1, Circuit 2, and Circuit 3. Circuit 1 has 3 exercises, Circuit 2 has 3 exercises, and Circuit 3 has 3 exercises. Sometimes Circuit 3 I'll do 2 or 3 exercises. Today we've got 3. We're hanging out in a rep range today since we are doing the beginner program of 15 to 20 reps per exercise. The way that we're breaking it down in circuits is that the first exercise is always going to be our bigger lift, or the lift that requires the most weight. So for today, we'll start with step ups with the bicep curl. We're working those big quad muscles, and we're also working the upper body at the same time. From there, we'll go into an upper body exercise, and then we'll hit core. And then Circuit 2, again, we're going to do a big lower body lift, and then we'll go into an upper body exercise, and then we're going to hit a little cardio burst. And then for the last circuit, we're going to ramp up the reps and try to do a burnout. I love doing booty burnouts at Circuit 3. So Circuit 3, we're going to hit some booty, some more arms, and some more abs. So it's a full body program. I hope that you guys love today's workout. If you guys are interested in my 8-week plan in phase 1 as a beginner for strength training, just let me know or click the link in the box below, and I would love to work with you guys. We chat as soon as you sign up. I'm there for you. Okay, any questions you got, I'm right there with you along the way, as well as the other girls in the community. So yeah, it's super fun. And then once you're done with phase 1, you can progress to phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4 if you want to, and you'll have workouts set for almost the whole year. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so this is the booty band I was telling you that I've created. It's super strong resistance. You really will have this resistance the whole time that you have this band. So if you do not have something like this, I highly suggest finding something or getting this one. So go ahead and put that booty band on above your knees to get started today. We're going to do some glute activation before we get into our workout. I like to start with side band walks. I just go for like 20 to 30 until I feel like I'm feeling them. Then the second one we can do is just have a seat, lean back, and we're going to go for 10 abductions here. Notice my feet, so my whole foot stays on the ground, but you can roll to the outsides of the foot. And then we'll do 10 sitting straight up, and then we'll do 10 leaning forward, just hitting different parts of the glutes for all of this. And then the last little thing I'm going to do to warm up is just 10 bodyweight squats, because today we are starting with step ups, which is a knee dominant exercise. So I just want to move the knee, make sure that we're feeling all good through there. Okay, so exercise 1, where you got step ups with the bicep curl, we're doing 15 on each side. So you want to make sure you really brace your core and push the hips back of the leg that you're working, and make sure that you don't jump off that bottom foot. So notice right here, this is bad form, how I bend that knee to kind of jump myself up. You want to hinge forward and drive through the heel of the working leg to get up. And then since we're using this with bicep curls today, I just want to show you what we don't want to do. We don't want to be swinging the bicep curls up. You want to just bring the weight down and then curl it up from there, making sure that you're not using momentum in the bicep curl. I like to turn mine out just a little bit. I just feel that a lot more in my biceps. All right, and we got 15 each side. Exercise 2, we have dumbbell single arm bent over row for 15 reps. So rows I see done incorrectly all the time. So let's look at what we're doing here. You're gonna bring that bottom foot out away from the bench quite a bit and make sure your back is very straight and flat. From there, I want you to think about keeping your shoulder away from your ear as much as possible and take the back of the weight to your hip. This made the biggest change for me when it came from me doing single arm dumbbell rows, because I always felt them in the front of my shoulder, and I'll show you why that is in just a second. But here, you should feel a big squeeze underneath your sports bra of the side that you're working. You want to make sure you're not bringing the foot super close to the bench and giving yourself kind of this rounded back. And you want to make sure you're not driving the weight straight up into your shoulder. You also want to make sure you're not rotating through the whole spine to get that weight up, okay? So you got 3 sets of 15. And then we're going to come into our plank. We're here for 30 seconds. So here you want to make sure that you're not hanging out into the shoulder blades and that you're not letting the back arch. So really tuck the pelvis under, squeeze the glutes, don't let the head hang. Lift that head up, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes, and keep driving the shoulder blades away from each other. That's going to work that serratus, and we're going to work the core. Really good exercise. We're here for 30 seconds. So you got 3 rounds of circuit 1, now we're into circuit 2. So to start off circuit 2, we're going to be doing goblet squats for 15. So you just hold the weight right there in front of your chest, elbows down. Find a stance that works for you. Make sure that your big toe, pinky toe, and heel are staying on the ground. From there, you're just going to sit your hips down and back and bend the knees. The knees are fine to go forward like mine are, as long as your heels stay on the ground. One big thing I want to make sure you guys are not doing with your goblet squats is lifting your head as you come down. So we want to keep the neck nice and aligned. And we want to make sure we're not dropping into the squat. Remember, we want to control that movement down just as much as we want to control the movement up. And check to see if you have a butt wink. So I see this a lot of the time where the hips kind of tuck under at the bottom. If that's the case, drop the weight and try sitting back onto a bench. The second exercise at circuit 2, we've got push-ups. So I want you to make sure that your elbows are coming out at a diagonal, not down at your sides or straight out like a T. And when you go to do your, right before you go to do your push-ups, I want you guys to kind of stand like this and think about putting your hands right next to your chest and pretend that you're trying to push a building away from you as hard as you possibly could. Now I want you to come down onto the ground to find your position. So thumbs are right next to the girls. Curl the toes back and bring yourself straight up. So from here, we're doing eccentric push-ups. This is how I learned how to do push-ups. So what we're doing is coming down extremely slow. And then if you want, or if you can push yourself back up. Or what I'm expecting most of you guys to do is come down really slow, and then you can use your knees, reset, and then go again. So these do make people pretty sore. So that's why we're only doing 5. But I want you to try to control the movement and make sure you're not bringing your head down as you're coming down. Keep everything nice and aligned. Last exercise of circuit 2, we got 30 seconds. We got high knees, hands overhead. So make sure those arms are really nice and locked out, and make sure that you're really getting the knees nice and up, and also make sure that you're not tilting that head back. So again, chin down or neutral. Driving those knees up, arms locked out. We're here for 30 seconds. All right, you guys, we are on to circuit 3. It's our last circuit. We're here for 3 rounds as well. We're starting with dumbbell glute bridges. Make sure that you lean your body over and twist yourself towards the weight when you grab it off the ground. Otherwise, it could be dangerous to pick up the weight in a twisted spine position. So just make sure you're cautious of that. Okay, so I have my booty band on for a little extra effort right here. So get some tension on the band if you're using one, and push the weight into the hips and drive through your heels. We're bringing the hips up and squeezing the glutes at the top. Nice and controlled. Making sure that the shoulders aren't creeping up next to the ears, so always kind of check for that. Think about relaxing the shoulders and putting that force into your heels to get the hips up. Okay, so we got 20 of those. Exercise 2, we're coming into a dumbbell chest press. You can do this on the mat, or if you have a bench or a couch, you're more than welcome to do it on that as well. But when you're doing a chest press, I want you to think about it as just being in a reverse position of a push-up. So those elbows are coming out the same way as a push-up, and I want you to think about pushing something up and off of you as hard as you can. So I think without that thought of effort, you can make these very easy, or you can add that effort and make them more difficult. And our very last exercise is circuit 3. We are here for 20 reps. You want to make sure that you're pushing that back into the mat. So you shouldn't be able to push that hand under your back at all or in between the mat. And then knees are stacked over the hips or just slightly in front. As you come up, I want you to exhale and think about pushing your core down into the floor as you keep your back glued to the ground. Okay, so we're really getting into those deep transverse muscles here. And again, making sure that the knees aren't creeping forward. Okay, so try to keep them closer to aligned with your hips. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining. That was day 1 of my new body transformation program. If you are interested, please click the link in the box below, and I will see you guys next time.